How's it going today, boys and girls? I'm doing a quick kind of scenario video here to show people what you can carry in your car if you ever need to have stuff that you're going to rely on if the car breaks down. Okay, so here it is. Car is broke down. It won't start. Can't get it to go nowhere. Cell phone is on your last bar. Oh. Hold on. Cell phone's on the last bar, and it just powered itself off, so it's got no power. What do we do now? We can't call anybody. So we can't call anybody, and the car's broke down, and it won't start, and we're all alone in an area that is quite common, really. I mean, it's a park. This is Inglewood Lake here, real close to my home. Now today, which is kind of unusual today, there's actually a little truck here with two guys down there fishing. So that could be your saving grace at this point, but you can't rely on that always. So today we're just going to do a video on what is in the car. What can we rely on upon in the car for ourselves until someone can get here to get us? So, what do we do? Well, let's look around. I always carry my EDC. Now, I always have that with me so I don't have to worry about it. But if you're not a person like me and you're I hate this term, a zombie, or someone says you're a zombie, which I happen to be married to a zombie. I love you very much. But I am married to a zombie, so let's show you what I carry in the car for her. So I'm going to get into the trunk. Alright, here in the trunk, oh gosh, what do we find here? Well, let's start getting our resources here. First we find a book, U.S. Army Survival Manual. Wow, that's a must grab. Okay. Backpack that has a bottle of water on it. I'm going to say this is a must grab too. Well, what else in here? There's extra clothes that I can wear or use for char cloth. There's a glove back there. Oh wow, look at that. There's even flint in here, something to strike a fire with. What else is in there? Wow. There's a fire poker. What we could use this for? We could use this for a lot of things. Alright. There's a mat here. We could use this for sleeping on. Wow, there's lots of flint in here, so obviously we have enough to make a fire with. We have a one glove, it looks like. Let's see if we can find the other. Looks like we have an extra pair of socks in here. They might be dirty, but you know, we're real close to a pond. We can go down and wash them off. Oh, the rest of it's just a spare tire. Okay. And we got paint. We could paint a big sign on the grass there, help. Looks like we got a couple things of paint. Okay, let's close the trunk. Okay, now to be fair to this whole game that I'm doing here, of just using what I found in the car, the only thing I'm taking out of my bag today is the camera in my hand and my tripod. And as you can see, my bag is going to the trunk. Okay, we did grab a piece of flint. Okay. Car is dead and locked. I'm walking away from the car. I can no longer use the car. I need to find a phone or something to get in contact with somebody. There's a porta potty here, which I can go to the bathroom in, but we're outside. Obviously I can go to the bathroom anywhere. Okay. Well, this is what I've got. We'll go through it here shortly. I'm going to stuff this rock in there in the sock somewhere, and I'm going to move on towards the lake here and kind of walk around a little bit like we're headed out. Okay, y'all. I'm packed. I've got my stuff. I'm moving on. I'm moving towards the pond here. Or they call it a little lake. I call it a giant pond. As you can see, I am walking away from the car. I'm trying to get myself some help. But I don't know if you can see it right through them trees right there. There's a house. So that would be my first area that I would walk to. So I'd have to walk around the pond. So right there's the house. So that would be my first rescue attempt, is going to that house. But we're just showing what you would have to do if you had to actually stay overnight. From what I pilfered from the car. And as you can see, I've got it on, plus the stuff that I'm carrying, and the camera. Let's see, help keep our geese wild, do not feed them. I remember when I was a kid, we used to come here and throw loaf after loaf of bread in for them. Daily limit of 4 fish. Well, I've really changed the rules on this lake. But there's little ripples in the pond out there. So here's a source of food for us. Just a few food traps. See what we got in the bag here. I'm not sure if there's any food traps in here, but I certainly know myself how to build a few traps. Alright, we're walking the little trail here. As you can see, the car is in sight still. Just through them trees there. Okay, there's the pond. There's a few people out here today, but it's all about what we're showing here. It's only, I'm going to say, 90 degrees today, whereas the last 3 days it's been well over 105. We actually broke a record yesterday of 100. No, I'm sorry, it was Tuesday. We broke the record. It was 107 at our KCI airport, which made it the highest it's been since 1984. Ooh, I wonder. Right there, that can't be a good sign. Fish floating in the water. But it's just one, but that doesn't mean that there's not something else going on with the water. Okay, so we would know we would have to boil that water first, which you should always boil the water first anyway, even if you think it's a freshwater source. Boiling water is the most effective way to get rid of any bacteria in your water. Okay. Well, if we had bird traps, we could go over and catch us a goose. Wait till they fall asleep and whack one. Because they do fall asleep. We used to keep them when I was a kid. And one used to torment me, so at night when it would fall asleep, I'd go up and kick it. And since I'm always on the lookout for fresh flint, look at what I found. An entire fill where they've used flint to fill this in with. Note to self, come back for flint rack. Okay. You know what? I think we're going to use this area right here. It's nice and open. Nothing above us that's going to be a widow maker. Except we want to be out of the sun. We don't want to be directly in the sun. And I'm not going to use everything in this bag because I don't want it used at all. I just want to show the potentials of it. Okay. Alright, well, okay. So, this is what I've got from the car. This is what was in the car. This is a fire poker. Okay, this is what was in the car. This is a fire poker. We could use it for digging, hooking things. There's going to be a number of uses for this. Okay. There was a seat cushion on the car, I guess for an old chair or something I had. I can't remember what this was for. But obviously, you know, if something's soft, we can lay on this. We can sleep on this. Alright, what else do we got? We brought the glove from the car. Alright, that's everything that we brought from the car other than the bag itself. So let's see what's in the bag. On the bag, there's a eating tool. So obviously that's going to help us for eating. We can also dig with this tool if we need to. There's a few other uses for it. Let's see what's in this pocket here. Oh, well, there's a baggie with a medicine bottle. Saturated tampons in. Smells like Purell. Okay, so those should burn really well. Alright, so that's kind of a surefire now that we have anything to make that fire with. Okay, that's everything in that pocket. Oh, we have the poncho. Okay, emergency poncho. That's everything in that pocket. Let's check all these outside pockets first. Alright. We got the knife. This is the one that I rehandled. We know this one's going to save us. I trust my life with this one. Okay, and here, oh, lighter, jute twine, cattail, cotton balls. That'll go great with our fire stuff. Zipper likes to get stuck there, looks like. There's nothing at that pouch to turn. But there's the flint and rock we stole from the car. And a body warmer. Thing of ramen noodles, so we got a little food. Anything in that pouch. Oh wow. Okay, look. 2 power bars with a little drink additive. Hot gripper. And a roll of duct tape. It's not a complete roll, but you know, there's more than enough there for cordage or band-aids or whatever we might need. Okay, so is that all the front pockets? That is all the front pockets. Oh, we got another knife. This one here we're going to test. We're not sure if this one's useful yet or not. We just got that. And of course we did see the bottle of water that was on there already as well. So, and in here, I went ahead and put the book that's going to go in here that we pilfered from the car. The extra pair of socks that we pilfered. Now I left the clothes behind because I just didn't feel like carrying them, but those would be something we would carry with us. Okay, what else is in here? Well, there's a fleece jacket in here. Now it's 80 some odd degrees right now, but you know, tonight it could get a little cold. That's gonna be good. It has a hood on it, and it's orange, so it's good for signaling. Swiss Canteen kit. It's got a cup, which we had used for making food with, water container, so not only can she make fire and boil water, which we're going to do when I'm here. Okay, what else is in here? Water purifying straw, just in case of emergencies. That way you can drink the water directly without boiling it. Although I don't recommend doing it too much, but you can. These here are a few gifts my brother Vito that my wife was going to take that I appreciate him sending to me. Okay. First aid kit, so in case you get cut or anything like that. Rope. You know when you're going to need rope. Flashlight. And it's a two-way flashlight. It's got a beam here. And then it's got a big beam here. You can't really see it right now, but it also has a hanger on it so that you can hang it up on things, hang it off herself. Alright, there's a blue pouch in here. We'll go through it in a second. And there's a survival container in here as well. Okay. Other than that, that was everything that was in the bag. Okay. We'll go through this here in a second. What's on this? Oh, this is kind of another survival kit that I posted as well. Okay. So, fleece hat and gloves. More keeping us warm. Bungee straps. There's a number of uses for bungee straps, but this here was mainly for in case the car broke down and she needed to get towed out of something. But it's always good to carry this around anyway. There's zip ties in here, which are good for tying things up, using as tourniquets in case you get cut and you got to cut off the blood flow. Knife. This is the knife that was in there. I wouldn't trust this pea with, so that is why this one has made it into the house. And we're going to test this one as well today while we're out here, which will be on a separate video. Okay, another hand warmer, so there's more stuff to keep us warm. Another hand warmer, another hand warmer, lots of hand warmers. Little flashlight here. Now this is a non-battery working flashlight. You just and then turn it on, and it works pretty good. It's got a pretty bright light for what it's used for. And the reason I put it in here is because I threw this thing against the wall, and when it came apart, it didn't break it. It just knocked the lens off here. So I thought it was a good thing, and I threw this real hard. I put my full force into the wall with it, and my concrete wall downstairs. So, matches, long matches, another little first aid kit, which I have added a few things in here. Well, they kind of exploded. Okay. There's a couple of candles in it. It ruined that tape, so we're going to refix that. But it didn't ruin the other stuff in there. I put a whistle in here so that she can scream out if she needs to while it packs up someplace different. And I think when I get home I'll change this little box out to something plastic, something a little more durable. That was also part of the test today, to test this kit to see where its failures are, where its upgrades need to be. So, right now, that's everything that's in the kit. And besides this here, this is something else Vito sent to me that is going to be with my wife at all times as well. There's a little bit of redundancy in this here compared to what's out here. Everybody knows what this is. Flint and steel. Okay, so it goes with our fire implement. Extra batteries. Obviously for the flashlight that's going to be in here then.